Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down!
Christ comes down, we're going door to door. If he says chop him, then we have to chop him. If he says suck him, then we have to suck him. If he says save him, then we have to save him. Christ comes down, we're going door to door. If he says chop him, then we have to chop him. If he says suck him, then we have to suck him. If he says save him, then we have to save him.
Think you're a big man? Treat you like you're a little man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse 7.
And that's why they got a problem with that. We're Russian, because Vladimir Putin is showing the Russian icon. And other people, the Russian icon are black.
So, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And this is HOR UK. And the lesson today we're going to do is patience. Okay, something we all need to work on. I need to work on. You know what I mean? We all need to work on patience. In many different aspects as well. Patience as well. Many different aspects we need to work on patience. Okay. So, first precept let's go to is Mark 8 and 18. Mark chapter 8, verse 18.
Yeah, Mark 8, verse 18. Having eyes, see ye not, and having ears, hear ye not, and do ye not remember.
Yeah. So, having eyes and see not, having ears and hear not. Basically, one thing Israel do is we quickly forget. Okay, so for example, easy example would be where we've just seen as the Red Sea split. We've got over to the other side, and then of the River Jordan. River Jordan. Is it River Jordan?
Yeah, River Jordan, not okay.
River Jordan. Well, no, the Red Sea. No, it's the Red Sea. So like it. I'm going mad. Yeah, the Red Sea. We've just seen the Red Sea split. We've just seen atoms being divided, like something out of X-Men. We've walked through it, got to the other side. Moses has gone about a week, and then we end up convincing Aaron to make the gods from Egypt, getting all impatient. Comes back down, everyone's all sinful. Okay, so that's an idea of the lack of patience that we have. If I saw the sea split like something out of a movie, I would be. You think you'd be inspired, but we happen to be related to those who've seen it, and I mean nothing. Ah, nothing. A little water, and kept it moving. You know, build that calf, need a calf. Okay, that's who we come from. Let's get Romans 3 and verse 3. Share my screen. Romans 3, verse 3.
Yeah, Romans 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Okay, read that again.
Romans 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Some people don't believe. Will their unbelief make things work without effect, right? Things will happen if we believe or not. Things will happen if we believe or not. So that's your choice. You can either believe it or not. No matter what, it's going to happen. Okay? Now is there any more on that?
No.
Now get me Galatians 6 and 9, please.
Yeah, Galatians 6, verse 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
So when it's saying don't be weary in doing well, what it means, right, is basically don't slack on it. Don't lose hope. If you're doing something good, keep doing it. Because one thing anybody respects, longevity. You come 5 years down the line and you catch me eating grass and and ending up like Nebuchadnezzar. That means at some point I lost patience, I lost faith. So all of the efforts that I put in, for what? For nothing. So when it says not being weary in well doing, don't lose patience, don't lose hope, keep going. It says that in due season you'll reap. When it's your time to reap the benefit, you'll reap the benefit. But what does it say? That our kingdom ain't now. Our treasure, we have to lay up treasure where? We have to lay up treasure in where? In heaven. We don't have to we don't lay up treasure on earth where moth can corrupt. Gotta make that money now. Gotta go work. Can't make it here because I gotta go work. You're laying up treasure in on earth. You need to do something for the Most High. And if you can actively look at what you're doing and realize that you do nothing for the Most High, then you're in trouble. Right? And it says, if we faint not, this is all to do with patience. Okay? Get me Isaiah 53, please.
53 and 1.
Isaiah 53 and 1.
All right. Who hath believed or report?
Who have believed, I will report. Because this thing takes an element of belief in it. Once you come into this truth, right, and you've got this belief, you believe what you believe, you then gotta be patient with it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just run away with it. You've got to be patient. All right, read that again.
Who hath believed or report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed?
And to who is the arm of the Lord revealed? This has obviously 2 or 3 meanings, but one way we can look at this is once you believe that report, you have to stick with it. It's not something you can just you receive this truth and then you're gonna go, then you're gonna run out of steam quickly. You have to have patience. Okay, get me Psalms 27 and 14. Not something you can just, you know what I mean? You know, some people go on a little sprint session rather than endurance. I want to jog it out like a marathon. I want to sprint. But the
You
problem
gotta
is,
have that, it's like having a newborn baby, innit? You gotta have that patience with it.
yeah, you have to have patience. And we all can fall short with patience as well. Something I've got to work on as well as patience. Something we've all got to work on. They'll catch you in different areas. You can be patient in one thing and not patient in another. So something we'll have to work on. Read that.
27 Psalms 27 verse 14.
Good.
Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
Okay, said it twice. So read that again.
Wait on the Lord.
So we have to wait on the Lord. We have to be patient. Okay. He says the patience of the saints. Here are the patience of the saints. We are patiently waiting for our turn. We're patiently waiting. We're going to do the commandments, do what he says. I'm going to do it until the end. I'm going to do it until the death of me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these commandments until the death of me. And then, most High willing, when each one of us go in front of the Most High, we've got an advocate, and he can be an advocate for us to the Father, rather than the adversary, which is Satan, who's going to bring up things that you did wrong, bring up the fact that you didn't put in any work, bring up the fact that you're lazy, bring up the fact that you did this, that, whatever it may be. But then the advocate, which is Christ, will say, "Look, Father, he was patient, he did the work, he kept going." That's what he's saying. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Okay, because some people can jump in the truth and come into this thing and go a million miles an hour. A million miles an hour, and then by the time it's time to reap the benefits of it, they've run out of steam because they were running too quick, or they wasn't in the first place. That's what it says, be of good courage. Because it does take courage. Some people are scared to wear their fringes. Some people are scared to keep the law no matter what. They are scared to go to their boss, say, "Look, I ain't working on Sabbath." Or, "Look, I got, you know what I mean, I need this time off." And instead of taking your 30 days and using it all up for your own holiday to Butlins or wherever it is you go, Ibiza, right? Instead, you use up your holidays for the feast days, and that this thing takes courage. And then it says, "He shall strengthen thine heart." So he'll strengthen your mind. He'll make you even more stern on it. The more you wait, the more courage you've got. He'll strengthen your heart, and that's what I believe happens. That's what I solely believe happens. As you wait, you do more things. You're patient with it. You don't just get impatient, think, "Oh, this ain't working. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing." And really just making an excuse because you want to go back into the world. Nothing's changing. Oh, I ain't seen no change. He says, wait. He ain't going to give you something straight away. Okay? Let's get second address 18 and 8 and 18. Second address
Second,
18.
huh?
Yeah, second address 8 and 18.
Yeah, 80. But I have heard the swiftness of the judge which is to come.
Any more on that?
No,
I'll read that again.
but I have heard the swiftness of the judge which is to come.
So we're patiently waiting, right? And there's people out there that probably heard it, kept it moving. I ain't got time, ain't got time. Or, oh, this thing's taking long. They don't realize. Read that again.
But I have heard the swiftness of the judge which is to come.
His judgment can come when you don't expect it. So you're thinking, oh, no, I ain't gonna come camp today. I ain't gotta do the ministry today. Oh, no, I'll go next week. Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that today. I got a bit of time, I got loads of time, Williams. I'll do it next week. But that judgment can come quickly because you didn't do what the Most High asked you to do. Just go pick up a Bible and read, or go pick up a bit, or go give out some flyers, or pray. You know what I mean? Different things you can do for whatever for the ministry. Do your bit, put your brick in. I got their time. I got time, man. I ain't dead yet. Somebody dead yet? No, I ain't dead yet. What he says that the Most High judgment can come swiftly. Okay. Well, when we're saying being patient, that's patient within doing the works, right? Let's get Numbers 16 and 28.
Well, they say patience is a virtue, isn't it?
Come on, it's a skill not many people have in abundance. With patience.
Was that Numbers? What?
16 and 28. Those I'm trying to follow on my screen as well.
Right, Numbers 16, verse 28. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind.
Yeah. So basically, right. Keep reading.
29. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me.
Well, keep reading.
30. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth upon her mouth,
Open her
and
mouth. Yeah, open her mouth.
Now let me read it again. 30. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
Keep going.
31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
So the ground basically opened up, right? The ground started breaking up. Huh?
32. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their gods.
Goods. So all their property, all their households, all their family, everything went. Everything went. Right? Because they came against the Most High. They came against Moses, thinking we can do something better. Right? So as we see in 28, it's saying, hereby you shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works. He hasn't done them of his own mind, yet people will come against. Oh, no, I can do better. Ah, don't worry, I got better time. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna listen to Moses. I'm a big man. You know my name, Korah. I'm a big man. I'm the big man. And then what happens? Okay, what happens? All right, keep reading.
33. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
Keep going.
34. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallowed us up also.
So they'll come against Moses, and then Moses give a speech, and then the earth has just swallowed these guys up whole. Imagine you're seeing the earth breaking up. You're seeing the earth breaking up, the grass breaking up, everything breaking up, swallowing specific people up whole. The household, everything gone. Everything gone. Yeah. Keep reading.
And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
So yeah, you thought, yeah, swallowed them up whole. Yeah, lads, I've made it. I'm good. I made it. Nah, you didn't make it. Because after that, a fire came down, right? A fire came down from the Lord and then consumed another 250. So you think, yeah, I didn't swallow me up. I'm good. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got to do no works today. I ain't got to follow Moses. I ain't got to do what the law says. I'm good. I'll just do it tomorrow. What happens is these guys died, they got murked, and I'll just come back tomorrow and do it. Soon come, soon come, soon come, soon come. And then they got with a fire, thinking that they got blessed, not getting swallowed up by the earth. So that's I'll show you in our day. That's like seeing somebody else getting licked down for not doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing. You're thinking, yeah, I'll just pick it back up tomorrow. I'll just make sure I read from Monday. I'll just make sure I'm good from Monday. I'm no good this week. Monday, back on, lads. I'm back on. Let's go. No, in the gossip. You see someone getting licked down for something. You're doing a similar thing, or you're not doing the works, or you're not doing whatever you're supposed to be doing, and then you're gonna get got. There ain't no time to wait. You gotta get on this and do the works. Okay. Next precept. Let's go Revelations 13 and 10. This is what we're patiently waiting for.
Revelation 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So this is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay. Basically, what goes around comes around. This is what we're patiently waiting for. We're patiently waiting for our turn. That's what we're patiently waiting for. Right? We're patiently waiting for our turn. we got next. That's what we're patiently waiting for. So, what is a saint? Give me Psalms 50 and 5. Who are the saints?
Psalms 50, verse 5.
Mm.
Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Yeah, who made a covenant with me by sacrifice? That were the Israelites. That was Israel. They are the saints that are waiting patiently because they were led into captivity. And they know who led them is going to go into captivity. Who killed them with the sword, who destroyed us, is going to be destroyed himself with his own sword. Okay, that's what we're patiently waiting for. What we're doing while we're patiently waiting, get me 1 John 5 and 3. What are we doing whilst we're patiently waiting?
This is 1 John 5, verse 3.
Um,
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
yeah, this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. This is what we're doing. We're showing our love to the Most High. That's what we're doing. We're showing that we love the Most High by keeping his commandments, and we're patiently waiting. And we're going to do the feast days. We're going to do keep his Sabbaths. We're going to keep going until the end. We're going to keep going until you have to the end of your rodeo. You're going to keep going. So then you've got a good report. So you're a good and faithful servant, and you've made it. That's how. That's how you're going to get through in this thing. Patience is a good skill. People can get impatient and just want to jump back into the world. Right? Get me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. We're going to go from the 3rd verse. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. We're going to go from the 3rd verse.
And the third verse.
Go on, 3rd verse.
Wisdom of Solomon 1, verse 3. For forward thoughts separates from God and his power.
Read it again.
For forward thoughts
Did
separate.
it say forward?
It's thoughts THOUGHTS.
Now, forward is how do you spell that? Is it
FRO. Forward.
Yeah,
FRO. Well,
forward thoughts. Well, keep
yeah.
going.
Separates from God and his power when it is tried. What is it? Reproved. Is it? No, reproved. The unwise.
Yeah. So read that again.
For forward thoughts separate from God and his power.
So
when
forward thoughts separate us from our power. Right, let me see if I can get the word forward. So it's like being disobedient. Okay. To describe someone who's difficult. Yeah. So it says here, look, if your dog sits when you call her to come and runs away when you call her to sit, you can say she's forward. Yeah, so that's the basic meaning to forward. is basically disobedience. So when it says forward thoughts separate from God, that's disobedient thoughts. That separates you from the Most High. The Most High said to gather. I know what I'll do. I'll do the opposite, and I'll be an individualite. The Most High says to eat lamb on the Passover. I know what I'll do. I'll be a vegan. I'm not saying you can't be a vegan. I'm saying you can't be a vegan on the day of the Passover. But I won't listen to what the Most High says and just eat a piece of lamb. I will do the opposite. The Most High says, bring Jacob back to the father. Here's what I'll do. I'll do nothing. The Most High says, love your brother. I know what I'll do. I'll hate my brother. Just disobey him. It's disobeying. Disobedient thoughts. Read that again because there might be some more on that.
For forward thoughts separate from God and his power. When it is tried, reprove the unwise.
Keep going.
For into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter,
So
nor dwell.
anyone who's malicious, anyone who has what we call bad mind, wisdom can't enter you. You can't get wisdom because you're too bad mind. You're too wicked. And you know if you're wicked, wisdom cannot enter you. Yeah? Keep going.
Nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin.
It can't dwell in a body that is subject unto sin. What is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. And remember, faith is a law. Faith is a law. Most High commands us to do something, we are to do it. Hold up. Right? The Most High commands us to do something, we are to do it. All right. Is there any more on that?
No.
What's in the fifth verse? What is it in the fifth verse?
The Holy Spirit.
And let's get Sirach 16 and 17. Sirach 16 and 17. So we know that disobedient thoughts separate us from the Most High. And the wisdom can't enter a malicious soul.
What, 16 and 17?
Can't.
Right, Sirach 16 verse 17.
Mm.
Say not, though I will hide myself from the Lord, shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures?
Yeah. Is there any more on that? Is it 18th
No.
verse?
You want me to go to 18?
What does 18 say?
It's about the heavens.
Nah, read the 17th verse again, please.
Say not though, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures?
Basically, what someone said here, they're going, yo, there's so many people. The Most High ain't gonna remember me. He ain't gonna remember me. What I'll do is I'll just do my thing, and then I'll just walk through along amongst the crowd, thinking that they won't spot you out. Even Satan has got facial recognition. Even Satan has got facial recognition. Even the devil. has got facial recognition. Do you understand? You are gonna get caught. Most High's not gonna remember. Most High remembers everything. He knows everybody. He can count the hairs on your head. He knows how many hairs are on your head.
Them say you can run, but you can't hide.
Can't hide. Can't hide. He knows if he knows how many hairs are on your head, think what he knows. That's just a basic something. But think about it. It's basic, but it's a deep something. He knows how many hairs are on your head. You don't even know how many hairs are on your head. I can't even count how many hairs are on your head. Most I knows everything. And you think, because there's a crowd here, because you're just mixed in with the rest of them, yeah, I don't, man. I'm just a one man. Don't worry, Most High's going to forget me. No. When you're going from the Father, he's bringing it up. What did you do? You did nothing. You're lazy. You know something? I'm going to send you back into the world, and this time you're getting this, and this. Because you didn't listen. Or this is going to happen. Get me Daniel's 12 and 2. Or this is going to happen. Right, let's get Daniel's 12 and 2. So we just saw there in Sirach 16, 17. The Most High won't remember me amongst a crowd of people. I'll just mix in and blend and do my thing. Let's get Daniel's 12. I believe in the second verse.
All right. Daniel 12, verse 2.
Mm.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth
So these are people that are dead. Go on.
shall awake.
They're
Some
going to rise. Yeah, we know the dead shall rise. Yeah, they're going to awake now. Go on.
some to everlasting life,
Some are going to wake up to everlasting life. Don't worry. Most I won't remember me. I was one in the crowd. No, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. Some everlasting life. Go on.
and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
You're going to have shame and everlasting contempt. You know why? Because you're lazy. You didn't do nothing. You couldn't. You couldn't. Whatever it is, the department you want to use that you can do that you know you can do, you didn't do it. You think, oh, I don't want. I'm gonna die before Christ comes. You think you're gonna miss it all and then get regenerated in, and then you're gonna be in the kingdom, and no, you're gonna wake up to two things. One of two things. It's either everlasting life, like yes, I made it. I put in my works. I put a little brick in. I went down whatever area and I did whatever I could do. I used my talents to the best of my ability. I didn't know much. But you know what I did? I just read the Bible. I was just a reader. I was just a reader. Made sure I was always available to read. Always. I can't do much. I don't know about them precepts and prophecy and all that stuff. I don't know about those things. You know, I did. I taught the commandments. That's all I knew. So I taught what I know. Do you understand? I didn't know about all those things. You know what I did? I helped those who could. I helped those who could. I did a little something. I went to camp and I held post. Some people's job, you'll see at camp, just holding post. That's a job, you know. The Most High's going to hear that, going to see that, because you're watching the priest is back. It's a job. You know something? I can't do much. You know what I'm going to do? I'll bring juices to camp. I'm going to make sure I contribute to feast days, or I'm going to make sure I'm a help in some way. Put up balloons, or do something. Do you understand? That's what he's talking about here. Patiently waiting, continuing to do the works. Don't just give up. Because some will wake up to what? Read that again.
And many of them Many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
That's what will happen. The Most High does recognize you. The Most High does have facial recognition. You ain't gonna hide in the crowd. Everyone's gonna get it. Okay? Everyone's gonna get it. You see a next man get swallowed up by the earth. Oh, I made it. I didn't get swallowed up by the earth. You get burned up with a fire. Thinking, oh yeah, I didn't get swallowed up by the earth. I missed that. I missed that still. Yo, Corey, yo, listen, Corridor, listen, man. Yo, listen, man. And really, you are doing a similar thing by not listening to what Moses is saying. Sorry, Salakia, one minute. Salakia, 1 second. Amazon delivery. Salakia, Amazon delivery. All right, so where was we?
Contempt, you got to the end of contempt.
Yeah, let's get Jeremiah 1 and 4, please. Jeremiah 1 verse 4. Jeremiah 1 verse 4.
Jeremiah 1 verse 4.
Oh,
Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
yeah.
5. Before I formed these in the belly, I knew thee.
So
And
before he formed you in the belly, he knew you. Keep going.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
So he already knew you were going to wake up to this truth. He already knew. He already knew what type of person you're going to be, what you're going to do. He already knew. Okay. He already knew those who are going to be wicked. He already knew. Already. If you was a vessel unto dishonor, you was a vessel unto dishonor. You don't know, you know. You don't know you're actually a dishonorable vessel. You don't even know. You don't know that you're a righteous vessel. You don't know. You don't know that you're a righteous vessel. You're going to make it. You're going to make it no matter what. You don't know. But you was always made to make it. Always. You was always made to hear this truth. He knew you was going to log on at this time and hear this lesson. He knew these things. He knows that you ain't gonna listen. You're gonna go about your business. He knows that you're gonna listen and take it on board. He knows these things. Okay, so before he formed you, he knew you already. All right. Now let's get Psalms 37 and 7. Psalms 37 and 7.
Psalms 37 verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Yeah. Right. Read that again.
7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
So rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Wait patiently. Okay, keep going.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way,
So when you see
because
other people doing wickedness and succeeding, don't fret because of that. Because some people you will see they'll do absolutely nothing and they will get everything, or they'll be doing absolute wickedness and it will look like he's getting somewhere. It will look like it, but understand you don't see the lick down. You don't see that when he goes home, you know, I mean, he's not respected in his household, or you won't see that really he's scared of everybody, or you won't see the time when he actually gets beat up. You won't see the time when he goes to prison. You won't see these things. You won't see him getting his just desserts. You won't see it. Okay, keep reading.
who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Keep reading.
8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath.
So cease
Fret,
from anger. Cease from anger. You ain't always got to respond to everything in an angry way. Okay, you ain't got to respond to everything in an angry way. Keep going.
and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Don't be influenced by other people. You stay patient. Stay in your something that you know is the correct thing to do. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments of God, and you stay patient in that. Right? Keep going.
9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but
Eventually, all these evildoers will be cut off. Okay, they seriously, legitimately think that they're not going to get the 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 the, um, the payment for their actions. We know the wages of sin is death. It's going to come. It might not come when you see it, because a few things have happened, and you didn't see him getting what he was supposed to get. You didn't see that. You didn't see that he got caught up in something and he got his just desserts. You didn't see it. It weren't for you to see. You just saw him prospering in something, or you saw him being wicked and getting away with it. Right? Keep going.
but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
So those who wait, those who exercise patience and wait on the Lord, they're going to inherit. Not the ones that just jumped in quick, slapped on some fringes and started, right? Not those people. Those people are gonna. Those people that are not patient, they're the ones that are going to fall off. They're the ones that are not going to inherit this thing. Because this thing takes patience. All right. Where are we now? Yeah. Keep reading.
10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be.
But yet a
Yea,
little while, and the wicked shall not be. There's going to come a time when they're not going to be no more. Keep going.
yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
Right.
11. But the meek shall inherit the earth,
Right.
and
And
shall delight.
those of you that I'll be in this truth for me, you heard that a lot. Right. The meek shall inherit the earth. There ain't no joke. That's who's going to inherit the earth. It ain't gonna be these evildoers. It ain't gonna be these wicked guys that look like fast right now. Okay, they look like they're getting something fast right now. Keep going.
And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Yeah. All right then. Uh, next precept. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Shalom, Sister Yiska. Shalom. Yeah. So anyone who's got any questions, feel free to ask. All right. Yes, please read that. Ecclesiastes 7:9.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
So, right, don't be hasty to be angry. Learn patience. Sometimes some people do something to get a reaction out of you. You've got evil spirits all on the earth, and they are trying to get a reaction out of you. Once they've got a reaction, they're good to go. Okay, sometimes someone will come along, get you to act a certain way, and then they're gone, and you're reaping the downfall of that outburst. Nobody else. Okay, close your mouth. Don't respond. Discipline. You'll know when it's time. It says anger, but sin not. So you'll know when it's time. But you've got to learn to not be hasty, to be angry, quick to lose your temper. Just leave it. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the bigger picture. This thing is like Matrix. Okay, it's like Matrix. It's not checkers. It's more chess. It's not just one guy knocks over that guy, knocks over that guy. It doesn't work like that. It's chess. Trying to get you to do something, then they can achieve something. And get you to be angry, so then we can all get arrested at camp, and then can't go there no more. And what was the whole purpose? To stop us from bringing out the truth in that area. We have to go somewhere else. That was the whole purpose. It had nothing to do with it. All the rest of the bit. Oh yeah, but he said that. Oh yeah, but he said this. Oh, but he was staring at me. Ain't got nothing to do with any of that. Trying to get you to do something. So you gotta be patient. Keep reading. Let's just start again.
9. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Yeah, basically, yeah, idiot. Anger rests in the bosom of fools. You lose your temper at every little thing, you are an idiot. Okay, you are an idiot. That's what it's basically saying. Because who wins? After you've lost your temper and you've done what you're doing, who wins? Because you lose. So who wins? Now let's get Deuteronomy 32 and 35.
Right. Deuteronomy 32 verse 35.
Um,
To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste.
so to the Most High, that's where the vengeance lies. We can't get vengeance. What verse did you read there?
35,
You read the next verse.
36. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he sees that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left.
Yeah, keep going.
37. And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted?
So obviously here the Most High is asking a question, but obviously it's rhetorical. He's kind of mocking them, right? Where are your gods now? The Most High is going to lick these people down. We need to be patient. In the Most High will be vengeance. Give me 1 Thessalonians 4 and 6. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 6. And I learned this myself, that sometimes you can't rise to things, right? Sometimes you can't rise to things. You must apply patience, and please don't confuse patience with weakness. We're not saying not to defend yourself. We're not saying to make moves to put yourself in a more safer position. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying somebody hits you and you apply patience. No, you defend yourself. Someone's threatening your safety or your health or whatever, and you make moves to protect that. Do it. But we're saying when you know you're being what's the word, probed to do evil, when you know someone's trying to push you to lose your temper, you apply patience. If someone's frustrating you, you apply patience. Right? Read that, please.
4 and 6.
Come.
1 Thessalonians 4 verse 6. That no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such.
So the Lord is the avenger of all. He is the ultimate avenger. It ain't no Marvel hero film. It's the Most High Yahweh. He is the ultimate avenger. So when it's not within your power to do something, and someone's oppressing you, and you pray to the Most High to remove this out of your way, the Most High will avenge you. He will do it. He won't do it in your timing, but he'll do it too. He will get broke up in some way, shape, or form. Okay.
And carry on.
If pound that one.
Eh?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. As we also have forewarned you and testified.
Yeah. Now let's get Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
And
Deuteronomy
39.
39. Come on. If anybody has any questions, any past experiences they want to ask questions about, anything they want to ask, no questions are a stupid question, unless it's a stupid question. All right. Any question is fine. Well, go read that.
Deuteronomy 32 verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
I kill and I make alive. The Most High does that. Keep going.
I wound and I heal.
He will wound and he heals. So when someone got broke up, that's why sometimes you might hear say, "Yo, the Most High lick you down for something." What did he lick you down for? Oh no, it's because that guy pulled out on me. No, why is the Most High licking you down like this? There must be a reason why the Most High licking you down. Why is he doing it? You need to inquire. The Most High wounds, the Most High heals, the Most High kills, the Most High makes alive. It's all his system. He has set up a system where judgments are carried out. He's built his divine counsel, his divine counsel. He's got his evil angels, he's got his good angels, and they're doing all the works for the Most High. He has a mechanism and that's how it goes. All these different entities are on the Most High's books. Okay. You got, where are you?
Yeah, neither.
Yeah, go on.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
And we read earlier, oh, don't worry, there's a crowd of people, I'll get away. You won't see me. You can't see me. He can see you. No one can deliver out of his hand. You're gonna get got. Oh, but he's doing evil. He's getting away with it. Why not do what he's doing? It don't matter. Like, most ain't gonna see me. He's gonna see you. He's gonna see you. He's gonna touch you. Do you understand? He's gonna see you. He's gonna touch you. Right? Like one time I was at work, right? And I was driving and the guy must have just stuck up his two fingers. And I was like, let me touch him with this van. Let me touch him with the van. And I thought to myself, nah, the Most High is the Avenger. The Most High is the Avenger. Could go out the car and done whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I thought, should I hit him? No, I'm not gonna. He was swearing and all sorts and da 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 da. I was like, you know something? No, I'm not gonna do that. Just told him about himself. Told him about himself. And kept it moving. Okay. The most, the most I will be the Avenger in that situation.
Yeah.
The most will be the Avenger. All right. Let's get 1 Kings 12. Well, this is a good example. 1 Kings 12. This is a very good example.
What? 1 Kings 12 and 1.
Yeah, start at 1.
1 Kings 12 and 1. And Rehoboam went to Shechem for all Israel, where came to Shechem to make the king.
Make him king.
Slakia. 2. And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt. 3. That they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spoke unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon his lighter, and we will serve thee.
So basically, it's the saying, look, thy father made this yoke heavy. He just make this yoke lighter, and then we will serve you. Now, the point I'm making now in this situation is the next couple of verses, right? Read that.
5. And he said unto them, Depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed.
What basically he's going to do is going to take a council, right? Then go for 3 days. I'm gonna go and speak to my man them, and then we're gonna reconvene in 3 days. Keep going.
6. And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men.
He consulted with old men of experience. They ain't no fast car Eddie. They're just men of experience. Go on.
that stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, and said, How do ye advise that I may answer this people?
So he went to the elders, as it says in Deuteronomy, go to the elders and they shall tell thee. So he did the right thing at first, and went to the elders and asked them how shall do it. Go on.
7. And they spake unto him, saying, If thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and wilt serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servant forever.
So the experienced men have told him, right, just be a servant to the people, serve them, and answer them, and speak good words unto them. This is the advice that he got from the elders, and this is the advice that we get from our elders now. Serve the people. What did Christ say to Peter? Do you love me? He said, yeah. Feed my sheep. We must feed the sheep. Same thing the elders are saying here. Serve the people. That's what especially you brothers have got to do. You got to serve the people. Okay. You've got to serve the people. You've got to do your bit. Your brick might be massive, your brick might be small, whatever it is, you got to put it in to help build this kingdom. So that's what that was his first bit of his advice, was do the right thing. The old men have advised him correctly. Right? Now read the next verse.
8. But he forsook the counsel of the old men which they had given him, and consulted with the young men.
So you know what he's done? You know what he's done? He's gone, you know something? I ain't gonna listen to an older man like a Kevin Samuels. I ain't gonna listen to an older man like that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to a fresh and fit. Some young idiots, some absolute buffoons. I'm listening to these young idiots that don't know how to do nothing. Only just been on this earth 2 minutes and listen to them. And listen to the old man. They're gonna tell you the right thing to do. They've been there, done it, got the t-shirt. No. I'm gonna listen to the young boy that don't got a clue about nothing. That think they're never gonna die. The time ain't coming, they're gonna live forever. No life insurance. They're gonna live forever. I'm gonna listen to them. I'm gonna listen to them. Right? Read that again.
8. But he forsook the counsel of the old men which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, and which stood before him.
Keep going.
9. And he said unto them, What counsel give ye, that we may answer this? People who have spoken to me, saying, Make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter. 10. And the young men that grew up with him spake unto him, saying, Thus shalt thou speak unto the people that spake unto thee, saying, Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, My little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
Keep going.
11. And now, whereas my father did lade you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father hath chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
So the elders have told him, look, to serve the people, man, just be a servant to them. Yeah? What as he says to you, my father chastised you with whips, I'm gonna do it with scorpions. I'm gonna make it even worse, even more difficult. Right? Go to the 13th verse.
13. And the king answered the people roughly and forsook the old men's counsel that they gave him. 14. And spake to them after the counsel of young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke. My father also chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. 15. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying.
Now jump to the 16th verse.
16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, Selah, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David?
What portion have we got in David? Well, why are we even bothering with this? Since you're going to make it even worse, it was actually just to lighten the load a bit, just to help us a little bit. Read.
Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse to your tents. O Israel, now see to thine own house. David, so Israel departed unto their tents.
Yeah.
17. But as for the children of Israel, which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. 18. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute.
So basically, he sent Adoram to go and get his money, to go and get his wages, to go and get whatever is owed. He had to go deal with the people. Go on.
Who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones, and he died.
So they stoned him with stones. They're like, yo, you've made our yoke heavy, you made our yoke even worse. We're going to stone you with stones, isn't it? Not going to listen. Keep going.
Then he died. Therefore, King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem.
Yeah, go on.
19. So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day.
Right, and so this is one of the things that caused the split as well. Okay, there was the split happening. All he had to do was just listen to the elders. That's all he had to do. Instead, he listens to the young, fast car Eddie and just runs off with it and goes, yo, you know something, I'm going to make it even worse. Okay, we can't be having that young mind. This is a wise head on young shoulders. You got to be wise. And if you haven't got wisdom, keep them out, keep the commandments and get wisdom. Ask someone who's wise, see how they would respond. See how they would respond, and that's how you deal with it. Don't be following these youngsters into our foolishness. People your age who ain't got a clue about nothing, no life skills, no life experience, talk to elders that do have life skills, life experience. What would you do? Don't talk to no one washed up. Washed up, can't keep nothing. Can't get hold of nothing. You need to talk to people that have experience. If Rehoboam would have listened, the people wouldn't have reacted the way they reacted. But he didn't take heed. Okay, he decided to speed things up and move in haste. All right. Last two scriptures. Let's get Romans 5 and 1. Romans chapter 5, verse 1.
Yeah, Romans 5 and 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Any more on it?
No.
Get me Romans 8 and 24.
Romans 8 verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for?
Yeah. Any more on that?
No.
Keep going.
25. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it.
So, but if we hope that we see not, so we hope what we don't see. Yeah. It says here, then do we with patience wait for it. So with patience, you must keep waiting. It's patience. Don't rock the boat. Don't start speeding things up. Okay? Don't start speeding things up. Be patient. All right? Did everyone understand the lesson?
Okay.
Anybody else?
Con.
Come on.
Um,
All right. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question, slightly off topic, but the verse you was just reading in Kings, you said that was part of the reason that this split.
Yeah.
I thought that was the reason this split was they already split before that.
Basically, David. There's a scripture where David had a choice. I think David numbered the people.
Yeah.
Right. And then the angel gave David a choice. And his choice was, let's see if I can find it. The King David numbered the people, right? And basically, King David had a choice. It was either one thing or another thing. It was either plagues or find it. They gave him a choice. So when I say part of the reason, it's because of the have a look.
I think the choice was to be killed by the attack by his enemies, or to get a plague.
Plague or something like that. That was part, and then also, King David did something else as well. I don't know what it was now, but that was the start. Basically, it was during King David's reign. Was the start of the split, and then Solomon had 40 years of peace. Then Solomon went off. Solomon is David's son, isn't it? So Solomon went off, and then the actual split happened after Solomon, but it started during David's time. You tell the progression.
Sorry. Something else that confuses me. Is it Jeroboam, who was the king of Israel? Was it Jeroboam at the time?
Yeah. Jeroboam or something.
Jeroboam.
Was he the child of King Solomon's slave woman?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure I read that somewhere.
Let me see. I can't see anything. No, I think Jeroboam was a northern kingdom. I think he's like a tribe of Ephraim or something.
Yeah. I thought somewhere it said that his mother was Solomon's slave.
Oh.
I'll have to find it. I don't know which verse it was.
Yeah, I think he was just Northern Kingdom. Because
Right.
when I can't see anything on there on Jeroboam. When they split, they designated themselves a king. They didn't like pick anything to do with Solomon. Solomon is Judah, isn't he?
Okay.
So they didn't pick anyone from Solomon, from Judah, to reign over them. They picked a northern kingdom member to rule over them. They didn't pick a Judite. If Solomon had sex with Jeroboam's mom, it would make him a Judite. That means Judah will still be reigning over Israel, being the northern kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah. So that Jeroboam was a wicked king anyway, and most of those northern kingdom kings, most of them were wicked anyway because they dealt with a lot of idol worship and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the split was when it was King David's time.
It kind of started from there.
Okay.
He did something wrong. He said, "You know something? I ain't gonna punish you. When I get the answer, I'll bring it up in maybe another class.
Okay.
I'm not." He said basically, "I'm not gonna punish you this thing, but your children are gonna get punished." And
Yeah.
then even during Solomon's time, the punishment didn't even really start too much. Then it was only when Solomon started doing a lot of foolishness and dealing with wives of other nations, they led him to serve other gods, broke him up, and then from there, their children. Then it started happening. Then the split happened after Solomon,
Okay.
and then one of Solomon's sons, he did the foolishness that we just read there, and then that began the split. But the split was happening from before.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, but it must have been happening from before because they said they had a yoke. This King Solomon had put a yoke on them.
yeah.
So it must have been happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some saying the tensions was already happening, and they were asking for a lighter load because it's too heavy. And he's gone, he whipped you with whips. I'm whipped you with scorpions. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What's a whipping with scorpions like? That's mad. So he's gonna whip you with scorpions. I don't know what scorpions are.
Maybe they bite as well. Maybe they bite as well as whip.
I don't know what whipping with scorpions is. What would that be?
No idea.
What would that be? What would be whipping with scorpion? I don't think I've ever put a blade on the end of the whip. That's the only thing I think of.
If memory serves me right, what they used to do is they used to attach the scorpion to the end of the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it in a movie, one of them ancient time movies. And yeah, so when you whip the person, the scorpion bites them as well.
Okay.
Wicked.
But Christ did something similar to when I temple and start tear it apart, innit? He sat outside for a while, right? I made up the whip with all kind of something on it.
Yeah, he made it.
Then he went in the temple and start beating man with it.
Yeah, he built himself a scourge or scourge and went into the temple. But yeah. So anyone else have any more questions? Anybody? Questions, comments, anything? Anything at all? No? All right, and well, I hope that lesson resonate with you. I hope that you took notes. I've managed to get hold of this book. The book that Priest was talking about. It just come in the post.
Okay.
It's only £16. Modern, is it Ancient and Modern Britons? That's I thought that just coming. That's why I had to leave the camera for a minute.
I've got a book similar to that, you know, Peter. I'll have to show you when it comes up. Yeah, no, Britain got with a whole heap of foolishness.
Yeah. So I hope everyone, the lesson resonated with everybody. And I hope you took notes. And yeah, so I'll see you all will be on Wednesday. For those who are coming camp, see you at around 2 o'clock. Okay, at camp.
Con.
And yeah, we're gonna put a little bit of information in the chat, hopefully tomorrow, regarding any events that we spoke about on Wednesday, and then we'll move on from there. I hope everyone is well. And what's the next week? Something I'm doing next week.
You're going to rearrange it?
No, that's not happening next week. That's not happening next week. So next week, Shabbat, there might not be any class because we're going on tour for the month. So there might not be a Shabbat class next month. I mean, next week, sorry. Okay, so I'll keep you all updated and I'll send an itinerary for the month in the chat. We'll get an itinerary to know what we're doing for February. Because what we're doing this for next month, we're going to show a bit of love to a couple of the brothers that are dotted around England. So we found a couple of camps that are around, a couple of camps in London that we haven't visited yet. We're going to go visit them. The camp in Coventry, we're going to go visit them. So yeah, we'll try and go on tour. All right, listen, thank you. If you haven't got any questions or anything, thank you for logging in. And those brothers, I'll see you at camp, most high willing. Yeah, shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'll see you later.
Shalom.
Yeah, man. Shalom. You guys all take care, all right?
Provider for the lesson. Shalom.
Forward for turning up. Forward.
Shalom, sis.
Oh, you know your book, Ancient